Hi guys, so Mother's Day is coming up next weekend, and uh, I keep a picture of Joe's birth parents at his birth mom's high school graduation. I keep a photo of them in our room, and I was just passing by that the other day and just thinking I still can't believe this all happened. It's just crazy how it all happened and how it's just crazy that I didn't mess it up. I can't believe that, in those 4 meetings we had with her, before the birth and, at the hospital, and that I just didn't completely F it all up. I mean, I am blunt, I am honest to a fault, I curse a lot, and I really, I don't know. I mean, I was myself, but when you're at an interview of any kind, you kind of have to reel it in and be the best version of yourself. And, that's how it was. And even today, after, here we are almost 2 years later, and I still try to be the best version of myself when we have visits with her. And, um, it's good for me. It's something to strive to be the best version of myself and be a good parent. And you know, um, it's it's one thing to have your own kids, um, and of course you want to be a perfect parent to them. But then when you adopt and you have another, mom looking at what you're doing, and you just want to not let them down and not let yourself down and not let the child down, obviously, but it's just someone else watching you, and um, adds a little bit of pressure. But the fact that we have such a good relationship, that we love her, and she says she loves us, that it's I don't feel like as much pressure as I used to. Now it's more relaxed, but it's there's really no other relationship like that between adoptive parent and the birth mom. Um, we just kind of answered each other's prayers and chose to love each other, and that's that's as simple as that. I mean, um, it's when I think about how much God and faith has to do with adoption, and how we're all adopted as God's children, and how He sees us as our best selves and chooses to um, let the bad part of ourselves go, and He chooses to forgive us, and He just sees us as our best version of ourselves, and He loves us. And that's the way it is with adoption and the birth mother. um, and it's just I can't tell you how many times when you're a parent, that you'll see how the relationship between God and His children probably, I think, is that, how many times He's looking down on us thinking, like, what are you doing? Don't do that, do this. I placed this here right for you on a silver platter, but you're choosing the wrong path. And it's like, when you're a parent, you just see that extended in your children, adopted or not. You give them something and they go for the thing they're not supposed to. It's just like, why? It's just that frustration, I think, is a lot of how God must see, us. And from the beginning, I said this, I hope this whole process is something that works out better than I think it will. And that's exactly what happened. Um, knock on wood for the future, but I just remember the meetings before we were even matched, just with our social worker. She was like, if you think you're gonna, come in and just meet birth mother one time and adopt and everything's great, like that's not how it's gonna be. That's not what's going to happen. Like you're gonna have maybe 2 or 3 birth mothers you go through, or you're gonna have failed match or something. Like it's just a bumpy process and not usually a smooth process. And she was like, that, prepare yourselves. And I just remember thinking, not even like of my own will, but like just something in my head, like, or I just knew for some reason, like, oh no, that's not going to be us. Like, and I'm not like an optimist. I'm more of a pessimist. I would say I'm a realist, okay? But for whatever reason, I just had that feeling when she said, oh, like, this is going to be really hard and bumpy and no, it never goes smoothly. Like, I just thought, oh no, but it is for us. Like, I don't know why. That was my feeling, my gut. Something told me, and that's what happened. And I don't know the how or why. And I mean, we have some similarities with her that are just kind of too weird to be just coincidence. And we really feel like this was meant to be. And it's, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to try to illustrate how, you can see how that relationship between the parents and the birth mother can be just as good as you want it to be, as you make it and you choose it to be. And how good it can be if you just try. So happy Mother's Day to all the adoptive mamas and birth mothers out there. And I will talk to you guys later.